So the antithesis of this uneventful regular season has been the off season that's been full go all the time, starting with Lincoln Riley moving from Oklahoma to LA. All right, to bring this full circle, we were talking about Jed Fish a few minutes ago, the former offensive coordinator at UCLA. Well, of course, Caleb Williams, we're expecting to make a move to USC, or at least I was, and tons of people out there, but it's not necessarily 100% guarantee.
Yeah, ESPN's Kyle Bonagura, the fine Pac-12 reporter for ESPN, he's noted that, and he noted on Wednesday, I should specify, that Caleb Williams has still been talking to UCLA and among other schools. So, like, I think he's just still wants to just consider his options. I would obviously make USC the favorite, but just the fact that he's talking to UCLA, there's a story there, Mark. And the story is that if Chip Kelly really is on his way out at UCLA because his buyout goes to zero this upcoming Sunday, January 16th, if he really was on his way out, would he be talking to Caleb Williams? Would Caleb Williams, be courting him? It seems very unlikely. And we also had the news earlier this week that Jerry Azzanaro, the UCLA's embattled defensive coordinator, resigned. And one would has to first think, Mark, why didn't Chip Kelly just fire him when the regular season ended? Like, he knew that this was the weak link on his coaching staff, and that if there was any question about Chip Kelly's job security for 2022, should have made that move right away. So why did it happen this long? So was this a UCLA move going over Chip Kelly's head and being the kind of the lead in to a firing this Sunday with the buyout going to zero? Or was this a case of Chip Kelly being in a negotiating stalemate with UCLA and finally conceding, okay, I have to let this guy go in order to save my job? So the Caleb Williams news that he's still talking with UCLA this week, not just last week, but this week, it would certainly seem to point to Chip Kelly and UCLA being in the process of arriving at an extension that will keep Chip Kelly at UCLA at least in 2022, if not another year. That's really the big news with Caleb Williams talking to UCLA. Not that he's going to land there, because Dorian Thompson-Robinson just said he was going to return for this season. But the significance is that if UCLA's coaching staff really was about to be completely, axed, if there was a full house cleaning about to occur, it would not, Caleb Williams would not be meeting with UCLA, one would think. So one should expect that in the coming days, you're going to see UCLA make an announcement that it's extended Chip Kelly. Obviously, nothing has happened right now as you and I talk, but that should be the expectation. And that's really the real significance of the Caleb Williams UCLA discussions.
Do you think that with DTR coming back to UCLA, that is pretty much all we need to know about the Caleb Williams situation and his decision between USC and UCLA?
Absolutely. And in terms of UCLA, I mean, like, the quarterback room is not the biggest concern now that DTR has decided to stay. And in this defensive coordinator hire that Chip Kelly is going to make, at least presuming that he's going to be retained, and it appears that he will be, he has to find somebody really good, because now you're going up against Lincoln Riley's USC offense, not Clay Helton's. Or Lincoln Riley's USC offense, not Clay Helton's USC offense. So, like, the bar has already been raised for Chip Kelly. And, now that he's been forced to fire his underperforming defensive coordinator, well, he better come up with something good. So that's going to be a major story to watch as January continues.
And again, the Caleb Williams decision is believed to also be linked to the Mario Williams decision, a high 4-star in the 2021 class, top 50 national player who caught 35 passes for OU this past season. Matt,
so USC is getting a 2-for-1 here, and keep in mind USC already has gotten a 2-for-1 by getting Zion Branch for the class of 2022, and then Zachariah Branch for 2023. That was a 2-for-1 package. Now, Caleb Williams and Mario Williams, they're not related. They're not brothers. But nevertheless, it is expected that it's a 2-for-1. Whoever is able to get Caleb is also going to get Mario.